Hey everybody, and welcome to another episode of the Matt Mayhem Show, live right here on PlayStation 4. It's been a little bit since I've done a stream. The last one was in Neverwinter, and we're continuing to discuss MMOs. Damn. Okay, let's try this again. We are continuing to wait just 1 second. I gotta leave these chat channels before I do a live stream. Probably is not going to go over well, so here we go. Let's see. No. Yeah. We don't want to be in any of these. And, okay. Alright. I wish I could do some editing and some rewinding here, but okay, starting over. Welcome to the Matt Mayhem Show. I'm sorry for the crappy intro. I'm sorry I didn't have stuff turned off. But today we're discussing the state of MMOs on PS4, continuing from a video I did before playing Neverwinter, and one before that where I played Star Trek Online. Now, again, I'm only going to keep this to MMOs on the PlayStation 4 console, but I will reference some PC MMORPGs at times. So basically, as far as like massive multiplayer online role-playing games, the definition of MMORPG, there's not very many to choose from on PlayStation 4. We have DC Universe, and let's see, we have Star Trek Online. You've got Neverwinter. And we have, of course, what I'm playing now, Elder Scrolls Online. Now, I've, played all of those down through the years on PC and PlayStation 4 as well. And, everything was really so-so. Kind of a midline with those games down through the years. And I have to say, I came back to ESO, and when I came back to ESO, I'm talking balls out, full force. I'm back on Elder Scrolls. Now, hey, what's up? Welcome to the show and the stream, Georgie. I hope I'm saying your name right. But anyway, so when I came back to ESO, I'm just, balls out, just going full force with Elder Scrolls Online. Now, as far as MMO backgrounds for myself, I played World of Warcraft for 12 years. EverQuest 8 years before that. EverQuest 2 as well for about a year. And I've done the DC Universe on PS4. I've done Neverwinter on PS4. Now non-subscription, of course. And the reason I chose Elder Scrolls is multiple reasoning, but basically because there's just not a lot you can do in the other ones whatsoever. So yeah, there's just not much there to be done, which is kind of disappointing because even if you subscribe to them, it's not really going to help you in the end. In subscribing to ESO, you get benefits while leveling and all that kind of jazz. So it always does help to go ahead and subscribe, because you get that 10% bonus level to everything, your character as well as what you're crafting. And as far as MMOs go, this is hands down bar none the best MMO on PS4. As far as what you can do. Now, second runner-up would have to be Neverwinter. But let's see. We want to wrap the guild.
Oh, good. We're always on the lookout for new members. We're lore keepers.
Okay, let's talk about the Mages
Always
Guild.
A pleasure to speak with another knowledge seeker. Guildmaster Vanus will be pleased. We're book hunters of a sort.
Who leads the guild?
Vanus Galarian, one of the founding members of this august body. Still holds the proud title of... Excellent! Allow me to welcome you as a student of the guild.
No, even though I'm playing a Nightblade, it's always good to join, all the guilds you can. And I started over. Now, Morrowind is coming. And a lot of people might say, well, why'd you start over before why not just wait till Morrowind? Well,
At times I wonder if I should have remained a chef rather than join the Mages Guild.
What's this guy?
Perhaps I'd have served the Emperor. Sir,
Crafter.
certainly. Please specify. Food and drink. Anything that warms the belly, reinvigorating body. I suppose.
Okay, so right now,
Yes, that's just in line with the third law of arcanodynamics. Excellent.
Oh, I don't want to do anything. I want to talk to her.
Well met, Adept. I believe new members are the lifeblood of the Mages Guild, especially for retrieval. Along the coast to the north lies the Ayleid ruin known as Silum. If you please, investigate.
Okay.
The ruins
Now
of
we're
Silum
getting,
are a dark and dangerous place. Tread carefully, Adept.
So that and destruction. Anywhere you go in this game, by the way, before I continue discussing MMOs in general, make sure to read all the books. If you actually want to take the time and read them, there's an enormous amount of lore here, just like in Skyrim. Hundreds of hours of reading in this game, which isn't a bad thing. Okay, so I want to continue. Let's see, where am I? And this wine thing is somewhere close to me. I know it is. Alright, so want to, yep, continue Swine Thief. Okay, it should be right outside the door. So let's keep going. There we go. Okay, someone stole a dude's pig. Need to find out who did that. So we'll give you a little bit of gameplay here, and then do a little bit of talking as well. I want to continue discussing ESO as far. A lot of people, you know, when this game came out, along with so many other games, down through the MMO genre, everybody was like, it's the WoW killer, it's the World of Warcraft killer. We all know that to be false. It is not a WoW killer. And anybody that creates a game with the idea of, hey, let's try to take out World of Warcraft, you're going to fail. World of Warcraft won't go away for years yet. And they kind of set the bar for MMOs in general. So, okay, we want to talk to her.
What do you want, ugly? Ha! Is that right? Well then, a league of like-minded adventurers. Every one of us eager. Are you sure?
Yeah.
You'll have to fight the largest, meanest monsters in Tamriel. It's not. Then welcome. I think you'll fit right in. Once you prove yourself, of course.
Okay, so we gotta do a quest for them now. I believe this person is who we need to talk to about the pig.
Welcome to the Rosy Lion, friend. Have a seat, and I'll pour you a mug. Did he say I stole his damn hog again? I didn't. Not this time, not last time, not ever. Do you see a pig on a spit in here? Most likely Glutton broke out and started rooting in the alleys again. Every time the pig escapes, Wigton accuses me of thievery. Every time. Ugh, what a nuisance. Look, check the alleys in the northeast section of the city. The sooner that pig's found, the sooner Wigton will shut up and leave me in peace. Go on. I'm sure you'll find that hog of a pig rooting around in the northeast alleys.
Alright, let's make sure there's nothing here that I want to sell. No. Not really. I think I unloaded everything before this started, so yeah, we're good. Alright, now, Okay. So, I've only got a couple quests I can do here in Glenumbra. So, we're gonna just go keep working on these. Let's see. Yep, phone's going off. Sorry about that, folks.
Not much. The elves landed, and there's been fighting throughout the area.
My daughter is stationed there. I hope she's all right.
So getting back to this not being a WoW killer, no, it's not. But as far as MMOs go, I think everybody's got like their top list, and you can look all over YouTube and find top 10 lists of things to do, MMOs to play. I think basically the best thing to keep in mind is, what do you want to do? What type game do you want to play? You want to play fantasy? You want to play, sci-fi, things like that. There's some MMO games out there that are truly bad. A lot of people think an MMORPG is a game like Destiny. And Destiny's not a true MMORPG. Now, is it massive multiplayer and online? Yeah, it's multiplayer, it's online. But is it a role-playing game? No. That's kind of like Call of Duty a role-playing game. It's not. You will play that game endlessly, and as you
What are you doing in that car? Well, you won't live to reveal our secret.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I think he picked the wrong guy to mess with there. Okay, so we're just gonna grab his stuff. And yeah, in case for those of you that are watching and talking and texting and joining me as I do this, I really appreciate it. It is kind of confusing here today. I hate that. That is that way. We got people that's like they want to see gameplay, and I've got people that want me to talk MMOs, and so I'm gonna do initially what I set out to do in the MMO, in the video, and that's just talk MMOs for just a few minutes, because let's face it, there is a lot to talk about. So let's just take a seat for a minute and work this out together. Okay. Okay, I'm trying to answer everybody that's messaging me, as well as what's going on on the live stream. So, the state of MMOs on PS4. Let's start there. There is a rumor of Marvel Online coming to PS4. New obvious superhero MMO, and of course, everybody, there's a lot of people who like to call Destiny an MMO quote RPG. It's not, like I was saying a minute ago, it's not really an MMO RPG any more than Call of Duty. Pick any of them would be an MMO RPG. Now, Destiny's a single player story with a ton of stuff to do as far as multiplayer advancement, and it does have raids. But just constantly doing stuff for gear doesn't truly constitute an MMO, because to be a complete, well-rounded MMO, you need a crafting system, and you need a marketplace, and to be able to sell your wares and things you make. And we all know you can't do that in Destiny, so let's just scratch that right off the list. Destiny 2's about 5 months away, and they're calling it an action, an action game. So they know it's not an MMORPG. Massive, maybe. Multiplayer, of course, and online, yes. But RPG, no. So next, we have Neverwinter. And Neverwinter's fantastic for what it is. Being free to play and this, that, and the other. And you can do everything in the game if you just take your time. But in the end, when you get to the cap level, you will have to spend money. and a decent amount of it, because being a subscriber to Neverwinter doesn't do you any good whatsoever. I'm sure the benefits are there, and if you're a Neverwinter player and you want to punch me right now for saying that, I am so sorry. But I just don't think there's much that you can do there compared to what you can do here in Neverwinter. Because, you know, believe it or not, there is a lot of stuff here for, you know, the active adventurer to do, you know, in ESO. So, next we have Star Trek Online. Now, Star Trek Online is very close to Elder Scrolls Online, you're just in space, and it's great for fans of Star Trek, or just people that want to play a great, or very, very decent MMO. You know, you can play as 3 different classes and races, and if you play on PC, you have more options. Of course, you can subscribe there as well, but it's a store, and both of them, you know, the same company, you know, does Neverwinter and Star Trek Online, Tiberion. So Tiberion always has the Zen market, where you can increase things that you have or things you want to have. So, you know, that being said, excuse me, there's always something you can do on Star Trek Online. It plays a lot like this because you do a lot of stories and story arcs on your own, where you don't really have to do a whole lot of anything. You can just kind of leisurely play. Now, and then of course, you know, there's DC Universe Online. Been out forever, came out on PC, came over here with the launch of the PS4. I can't really speak about that game. I've played it briefly, maybe a week. Tried it a little bit. I've tried it twice. Just couldn't sink my teeth into it. It could be great. I don't know. But now we're going to center on what is, in my opinion, the #1 game on PS4. And of course, it's Elder Scrolls Online. It's what we're doing today. Elder Scrolls Online features a very robust game. First of all, you have a massive game and world you can explore, okay? And I would recommend that everybody just go ahead and subscribe to ESO. You know, give it a try for free. And once you're in and you enjoy it, there are so many classes. It is the closest MMO that I personally have found to World of Warcraft or Lord of the Rings Online on PC, which in my opinion are the top 2 on PC, period. That's just my opinion. You know, I know people are talking about some other revamped games that have come along recently. That's all good. But again, this is my journey and my personal thoughts on things, so...
My horses are...
let's see, yep. We can train another point today. Here we go, yay. Alright, another 20 hours. And, but anyway... There's so much to do here for console players, and if you really want to get lost in a fantasy world, you really want to have a lot to do, non-stop questing, adventuring, doing stuff with friends, making friends, things like that. There's so much to do here on PS4. So let's go through a few things here and let's take a look, so you guys can see I'm not just, you know, blowing smoke and whatnot. That there is legitimately things to do. Because I don't want anybody thinking, yeah, he's just saying whatever. Because... but, again, we're going to look in here and... Let's see, is this quest giver? Yes.
At times I wonder if I should have remained a chef, rather than join the mate. Certainly. Please specify.
Okay, I don't want to be an enchanter and an alchemist. I'm looking for a blacksmither. So, maybe we can go outside here and look for the smithy. So, of course, you have the actual gameplay and questing itself. So, let's stop here for a minute and take a look at the world map. Just kind of back out. So this is just one little city, one little town. Everything you see here, there is something to do. Whether it's to go sell things, buy things, craft things, whatever the case may be. Excuse me, I apologize. We got a little bit of a sinus thing going on here today. But there's always something here to do in the city, as well as quest lines in the city and outside the city. So you can always continue to find things to do here. And of course, this is just one little area. Now we're just going to kind of keep backing up. Okay, so let's see if I can't show you where my adventure started. And we're going to keep pulling. Okay, now I started over here in Strauss Mackay. Now I started there, and then my adventures took me to took me to Bednith. Okay, and now I'm in Glenumbria. Okay, so we're just gonna pull on out to the world map here. Okay, so we're just gonna, oh yeah, you can see where I'm focused. And there's the world. Okay, so I am doing a fraction, I have made a fraction of a dent here in the game world. As you can see, every one of these highlights is a different province with lots of different quests. Every area. Okay, all this, everywhere here is something to do. Okay, and then of course as you pan on out, you have the entire world to do things in. Like, again, just one little piece. Okay, so you have all that and all that adventure to do. As well as that, you have multiplayer. Okay, PvP. So that's going to be under your activity finder on PlayStation 4. These unlock at level 10. Okay, and you'll be able to do dungeons and the Alliance War. And the Alliance War, of course, is the bread and butter. It's your PvP. And this shows that I'm a damage dealer on DPS. And we also have the holy trinity of MMOs here in the tank, the healer, and the DPS. So a true MMO indeed. And so you got your quests, you got your leveling up, and then you've got your crafting. And your crafting is just immense. It's just very deep. So right now what I want to do is very quickly, let's find a blacksmither. Okay, let's find a smithy somewhere around here. Okay, we got a mystic, a woodcutter, a tailor, an armorer, a leather worker, weaponsmith. Okay, so let's set this as a destination. Okay, I'm currently here, so destination should be a nice little, see that little green circle on the top there? I'm just going to call our horse. You can buy a horse in the game for 50,000 gold. Because I want to take everybody on the you know, like, why should I subscribe to this game? You know, you're telling me immediately to subscribe. Why? Well, I'm telling you to subscribe because first of all, I'm going to show you what you get with your membership here. As you can see, first of all, they have their crown store. Okay. Then we have, you know, so let me look at my character sheet here, see if I have points. I want to check points real quick. I apologize. I got a new main hand weapon here. I want to see if there's anything I want to use. No. Alright, so we're good there. Skills. Oh yeah, I've got a new skill to add. We can talk all about this here in just a moment. And let's see. Oh yeah, the social's different here than it is on PC because you can text chat, and all you have to do is just press left once, and then you got your guild chat and your say, yelling across at people with your zones. So everything is here very conveniently and very well done on the PlayStation 4. Because I did play this on PC. I think it's a little bit easier on PC to find people to hang out with. But you still have your social stuff here that you can do. So we set our place, and I am there. So we want to take a look here and Let me show you guys a little bit of the crafting system here. Let's see who we got. Let's see. One of these people will be able to do something. There's a tailor. Don't want to be a tailor though. Looking for an armor smith or a. Okay, I think this person was a woodworker.
Oh. Can I help you?
Excuse me again. Okay, so you can buy and sell here. You can also steal things. Now, if you get caught stealing stuff, you're gonna be in some big trouble. However, you know, since I am playing a thief class, okay, he's a leather worker, but he doesn't have a leather shop, so we need a shop. So let's just keep looking till we find what we need. Okay, we need stations. There's a wood station, the alchemist station, a dyeing station. Okay, so let's keep going. Blacksmith. There's a cloth station. Blacksmith station. Alright, we found where we need to go. Marked it, and we're off. So we'll get over here. I'll show you guys a little bit of the crafting system. The crafting system is immensely deep in this game. There's just so much to do. I would suggest when you get into this game, just play your character. Just level your character up. And while you're leveling up, perhaps go ahead and just take a look at some stuff around you. Maybe get a little bit into, you know, blacksmithing and whatnot, or, you know, whatever profession you want to do. But you're going to want to do all of them, because it always helps to make all your stuff. You can make better things than you can buy. Don't go around spending money right off the bat. There's just no sense in it. There's no need for it. So we have a blacksmithing station here. So we want to look at maybe creation. So it'll show you exactly, like, you know, what you can make. And every race, I'm a red guard, so I need to have some star metal. Okay, and as soon as you make that star metal, see, like if I highlight the orc stuff, it looks like I can't make anything. Okay, but as soon as I highlight the red guard stuff, you can see, and I highlight iron ingots, you can see that I can make axes, maces, swords, battle axes, etc., all the way across. Okay, and these will all kind of come to your level, actually. So when we're taking a look at this stuff, so it's like, how do we want to put traits on them? Well, yeah, it'd be nice to put some traits on stuff, right? Okay, so you want to go here and select things you have. So it's like, okay, what can I make based on what I have in my inventory? Okay, I can make any one of these. Okay, or I can make some apparel. Now you want to go to a leather worker before you start just carving stuff out. Okay. Now this is great to make your weapons. So actually, I did make some starter weapons. So what we're going to do is we're going to take the starter weapons I made and we're going to deconstruct them. So I have this ancestral axe. It's bind on equipped. So we're going to go ahead and add these iron daggers and then deconstruct them. Okay. Boom. Okay. So we did that. But and you can see up there it says no usable items found. Okay. But if I bust this axe that I just received, okay, you can see what, you know, this axe is can be a nice axe to level with. But for my class, I'm not really going to use this two-handed battle axe. So we're just going to add this to the list and deconstruct. Now I got a it looks like a stone from doing that. So we're going to go back and then we're going to hit maybe refine. So to begin crafting, blacksmiths must refine raw materials. So you want to collect 10 of any raw materials such as iron ore. Select it, hit X, and then you're going to get your refinement slot. Then square to refine or press and triangle to clear your selections, okay? So I have iron ore. So 10 of these items can be refined into 7 to 10 iron ingots. Used to create heavy armor and metal weapons of level 1 to 14. Okay, so bam, we're going to refine that. Okay, so we got some iron ingots. Okay, so we're going to go back. Oh, went back too far. And now we want to create. Okay. So not only do I want to create, I want to find. Increases healing done by 1.5%. This increases weapon enchantment effects. And this one increases physical and spell resistance. So let's go ahead and do let's shoot for a dagger. Well, let's make a level 7. So you see I chose the level. Made a level 7 dagger. Okay. And we're going to craft it. So there we crafted our level 7 iron dagger. So now we'll just go take a look at it. We got something new in inventory. And there's our iron dagger. Does 1060 damage. Level 12. Now I don't know what it says. You know, created by me, Maticus. I don't know why it rolled out to level 12. So we used 7 that time. So let's continue to look around. Should be some more stations here. We've got clothing. I really want to find that leather working station. Blacksmithing. Another blacksmithing station. Okay, the dagger we just made, I want to make it better. Okay, so let's put in a couple of these honing stones and improve it. Let's try to improve it. Oh, improvement attempt failed. So you see, you got to add more and more things. But as you can see, we have a true. So 5 of them would have given us a 100% chance. But we do have a great you do have a very in-depth and blacksmithing basics. So you have a great chance of doing things here. So let's see where the leatherworker is based on my proximity. Because where I'm, using light armor, we want to do light armor. I believe this is a station here. Yeah, clothing station. Okay. So same deal here. It all works the same way, which is a cool thing. You can refine, create, deconstruct, improve, etc., etc. So let's look at what we can create here. So this is going to be light armor and medium armor. This is where you do both light and medium. So I want to make, let's see. Okay, let's go take a look at. Let's do a helmet. Let's make a cool rawhide helmet. So we're looking here. As you add them, you see you got 5, 6. So if you look on the far right, you're seeing your level. Okay, like the armor's going up and the level's going up. So we'll go to level. We'll do 7, which is a level 6. Okay, rawhide helmet. Put a little star metal. You have your star metal. And no traits right here, right yet. We'll improve it after we make it. So we're going to craft away. Alright, so we got our rawhide helmet made. Now we're going to go back once. And we want to improve it. Okay. Same thing, the rawhide helmet. Let's add that. And let's see. Oh, don't have enough of the, what is this? I'm a long way from my TV, so I don't have enough what we need to make it, the hemmings, that's what it is. We don't have enough fine hemmings. I need 5 of them, only got 1. That's 20% chance. As you can see, they go 20, 40, 60, 80, and 100. Okay. So, I don't have enough to really make it better. So, you can craft as you level up, or you can get to end game and just come back and, craft away. Because it's an MMO, so you always want to have something to do. So, first and foremost, level your character. Get your character to level 50, then your champion points will start. Now, let's talk about classing and leveling. Now that you've had a little look at what you can do with why I'm playing this game, because it's a true MMO. I love MMOs. It's a great MMO. It's very good, very solid. The questing is very in-depth. Excuse me, I'm going to take a drink. Excuse me. So what we have here is some great questing, great characterization, great class. Just an overall fine game. Now, if you would have asked me about Elder Scrolls Online, I guess maybe 2 years ago, I did play this game. And it was not very good. But one of the really cool and original things that they did for this was they came out and they said, you know what we're going to do? We're going to make this what's called One Tamriel. And in the last update or patch that they did for this game, they did exactly that. And what One Tamriel means is that no matter where I go in the world, everything is my level. So right now, I've just started this new character off, and he's level 7. So not only am my level appropriate for him now, but no matter where I go, I'm level appropriate. So you can level anywhere in the world. There's no longer blocks of factions and things like this. Now, yes, this is kind of a borrowed concept from Guild Wars 2, but that's okay, because they did a really good job on this.
That damn dog keeps
approaching
me. I think it wants me to follow him.
Did it take away power leveling? A little bit. But you get a leveling bonus if you just play with one other person. So I can't talk about, the value of making someone, having a friend in here, excuse me, joining a guild, asking someone, hey, you want to play for an hour together, just run around, do some quests, because, the game truly now isn't all about rushing to end game. As you can see looking around me, it's 12 o'clock in the afternoon on the East Coast here where I'm at, and there are players just running all over the place around here. So there's something to do, and there's always someone to do it with or to find people here, because we can all level in the same places. Some of the quests I have on my journal Okay, first of all, you see the square, that means they're a dungeon, okay? So some of these are dungeon quests, which are fine. So I need to knock this one out. But some of the quests that I have, like, where is this? It's a Thieves Guild quest. I need to do Daughter of Giants, well, where is it? No. Oh, this is terrible. I'm looking for it. Partners in Crime, yes. Partners in Crime, used to you can do this to at least level 50. But now, when you subscribe, you get all the DLC. And I know a lot of people are thinking, who cares? So we'll take a look at the Crown Store here and show you guys what you get. Let's look at ESO Plus membership. Okay, I am an ESO Plus member. As an EO Plus member, you'll receive full access to all DLC game packs. Now, to buy those game packs is going to cost you like $40, $50 off the top of my head. So, if you just pay your monthly fee, you get 10% bonus to experience crafting, your trait research time, and gold acquisition. Now, that means you get, 10% more money off everything you kill, every quest that you turn in, and things like that. Yeah, you're going to gain money more quickly, which is important because you're going to need to train your horse every day. You're also going to get 1,500 crowns, or to spend in the store here every month as an ESO member. So not only do you get the DLC packs, you get the craft store. You also get a crafting bag. You get some costume dyings at the dye station. And you get double bonuses and collectible player housing. So you're going to get more things for the player housing, which has also recently been added. So on top of everything I showed you guys in the last 42 minutes, and we're just now kind of looking at the store. You've got non-combat pets, you've got mounts, dyes, wardrobe stuff that you can get. And one thing they do in here very well is if you want to preview something, like, what would I look like wearing that? Well, it's going to show me. And it shows you on your character, and you can just kind of keep going. Even if it's ridiculous, even if it's a wedding dress or something, you can keep taking that look. And you can get crafting things. Like I said, when you subscribe and you get those 1,500 crowns, it's going to, let's see, let's look at some upgrades here. Riding speed. Okay, for 1,000 crowns, I can increase my riding speed another, I think it's 10 levels. So, so you get the speed what your mount can carry. When you start leveling your mount, by the way, folks, level speed first, because I think we all just care about how fast the horse can take us somewhere. You don't really have a need for, you do have a need for his stamina, but you don't really need to worry about what he can carry as far as weight goes until way, way later, until you've maxed out your character. It's really not a concern. So there's a lot, of things you can spend crowns on here at the store, and then eventually you can spend some champion points as well. See, these are Apex rewards, and then you get your legendary rewards. And once you get your legendary rewards, you can do some of the same stuff that costs crowns. They're just a little bit easier and not as costly to the player. And also they have featured stuff every week or so that you can pick up. Okay, so being a member actually makes a difference in this MMO. For PS4, it doesn't necessarily
damn dog keeps approaching me.
Make a difference.
I think it wants me to follow it.
And any of the others, any of the others on PS4, I can't see where anything made that much of a difference. So we made this rawhide helmet, and as you can see, the armor is way better. I don't have enough of what I needed to, you know, add to it. Like, you know, this has a 591 maximum health bonus. So I'm giving up 400 armor, and we're going to keep this on for the health. So let's take a look at the character real quick. I am playing a Nightblade. Okay, now the Nightblade is... I'm running a stamina build. And there you go. You get the active effect. ESO plus membership. Sorry, I forgot to show you guys that. But anyway, running a stamina build Nightblade. And I'll show you guys how this works. Just want to jump down here to your skills. So as a Nightblade, you just want to think of this guy as a rogue, a thief, and you have assassination, shadow, and siphoning magic abilities. Now all of these are your primaries, okay? Primary class things. We're going to jump down here. You also have some racial skills, okay? And your armor skills. So we want to go with the 5, 1, and 1 on armor. Now what I mean by that is when you're looking at when you're looking at in your inventory here. Now you want to start running this as soon as you can, but you know, wait till like level 10, 15, because you're gonna have plenty of playtime to get this up. But best way I found to do this is, first of all, you want to dual wield with him, okay? Which, as you guys can see, I'm doing. I got a dagger in one hand and an axe in the other. And you want to just go ahead and, like, on the head, I'm running light armor up there, heavy armor on the chest, the light armor on the shoulders because I don't have a choice just yet. As soon as I can, though, you want to do like your chest and your hands, legs, feet, and your head with all medium armor, because that's what you want to progress with is medium armor. And then, like, you know, on your shoulders put light, and your waist put, you know, heavy. And basically you'll have 5, 1, and 1. That's 5 mediums, 1 light, 1 heavy. And by the time you level this guy up, or your character up, well, we're leveling this guy up, but by the time you level your character up, everything will be maxed out for him, and you don't have to go back and do it again. Like when you start, you know, getting your champion points and going on doing other things, you've already got all your heavy maxed out and all the benefits of heavy armor, light armor, and medium armor. So if you get to the end, you're like, oh, I kind of want to make him wear all metal now, and I want to respec for more damage with magic instead of stamina. So I'm gonna put, you know, make him, you know, a magic user, and I'm gonna, you know, mix up his rotation of attacks on the attack bar, and we're gonna get into that now. Now they're called skills. Every character has soul magic, and this is how you trap souls. If you played Skyrim, you guys know what that's all about. It basically helps you when you die. It basically lets you res where you died. You don't have to res at a way shrine, because that could end up in a situation like this, and I'll show you quickly. Let's back out. Let's say I'm fighting over here and I die. Well, the closest place, actually let me back out to give you a more accurate picture. Right here is a way shrine, okay? Daggerfall way shrine is right there, okay? So let's say I'm fighting over here. This would be a great example. Let's say I'm fighting over in here, okay? And I haven't found any other way shrines on the map, and I die. I've got to come all the way back to here and then walk or ride my horse all the way back to where I was fighting in this area. Okay, so you always want to carry in your inventory, you know, go to somebody, usually they're mystics, and go ahead and pick up a soul shard and use your soul magic so you can res where you die. That's one of the best tips I can give you here. And then we're going to look at the skill rotation that I'm using right now. You know, people are like, well, when you're leveling up, does it really matter? Yeah, kinda. Since I'm going stamina build, I want to do things that, you know, are a mix. Because every time you level up, you're going to get, excuse me, so many points in stamina, so many points in magic, and so many points in health. But stamina is my go-to, which it is in this build. And feel free, look up a guy named Kev Do It on YouTube. I cannot stress him enough. There are a couple others on there that are really good as well. That are just ESO masters, and they have, like, you know, their assassination builds and shadow builds and siphoning builds and things like that for every, you know, for the Nightblade class. Race is very important in this game, so you want to have your race class ratios correct. So let's look at what I'm running here right now. I'm using Teleporter Strike 4. Now I've leveled it up to 4. Everything starts at 0, just like, you know, when you start the game, it's just Teleport Strike, okay? And Assassin's Blade 4, or Assassin's Blade, the 4 is not there. I have points right now to give myself an ultimate, which is like your great finisher, or a great move you can do. So we want to look at Teleport Strike. It uses Magicka, okay? So remember, I'm a stamina build, so my points are in stamina. So I've only got so much magic to deal out, okay? So shadow build, magic, okay? Siphoning, magic. So you're probably thinking, well, why the hell are you putting everything in stamina if everything takes magic? Well, here's why. I'm also a dual wield build, okay? So stamina, okay? And then, so with the stamina build, you want to dual wield, and then you want to use a bow, okay? And stamina. You see what I'm talking about? So right now, the magic just I got from leveling. So when we look at what I have laid out here, this is my rotation. Okay, we're using Shadow Cloak. This cloaks yourself in the shadows. You're invisible for a couple seconds. This comes in handy in combat. If you start taking damage, bop, you know, just hit that square really quickly. You'll disappear. Enemies will not know where you're at, and you can run around behind them. Then we've got Veiled Strike, which slashes an enemy, dealing 3,067 magic damage, and attacking with Veiled Strike while stealth or invisible stuns an enemy and sets them off balance for 4 seconds. So square, boom, okay. Then Veiled Strike, okay. Bloodthirst. Bloodthirst. Now this is an awesome thing right here, okay, because I have morphed this, and it was doing magic damage. Now it's doing stamina damage, okay. Again, stamina build. So we're flooding the enemy with steel, battering them in 5 consecutive attacks that each deal 479 physical damage. The final hit deals 300% more damage and heals me for 60% of the damage cost. So I regenerate health continuously in this game, especially with L1, which is funnel health. Okay, you just drain an enemy's health, and you're going to deal 3,247 magic damage, heal me and one other person close to me for 25% of the damage inflicted every 2 seconds for 10 seconds. So yeah, this is my rotation. So then you got Teleport Strike as well. Okay, so this makes you just flash through the shadows, ambush an enemy, dealing 2707 magic damage, and stun them for 2 seconds. So lead off R1, then I hit square to cloak, then I hit triangle and hit him with Veiled Strike, coming out of invisibility, double damage there. Okay, then I instantly hit funnel health and I finish him off with circle. So that's kind of my rotation, and I'm going to show you this rotation: R1, square, triangle, circle, L1, L1 and circle, and that's just how I'm running this. And I'll go show you guys in combat here. So now we've done almost an hour of talking about MMOs on PS4. We've covered what you can do in ESO. It is a full MMORPG. Tons of crafting, tons of leveling up, Tons of questing. You have battlegrounds. You have, you know, world versus world combat. You have player housing now, where you can own tons of homes. I'll touch on that just very, very briefly in the Crown Store, because I want you guys to see all the cool stuff to your houses. Bam! Here's some houses. So we're going to preview some of these houses. You're about to fast travel while inside a house. So, wait, let's preview a home. If we're going to preview a home, let's preview one that's really cool looking. There's a little hobbit hole in the ground. No. Let's look for some castle looking thing. Yeah, here we go. Okay, we're going to fast travel here very quickly. And for you guys, I'm willing to travel. And here we go. So we're going to take a look at this. This is Hunding's Palatal Hall, an elegant pleasure palace. It's got a pool, watchtower, docks, paid for by blood and treasure. So that's always cool. And we're going to get to kind of look around in here. Okay, if you buy this house, this is kind of what it would look like, and you can furnish it. You can hang stuff all over the walls. This is just a really cool place. So now that was just the foyer. That's just the entrance. So this would be your home, and you can put every crafting station in the game in the house. And there are, I believe, 2,000 items or more, over 2,000 items for houses that you can put in every one of them. You just gotta have enough room. So this house right here is really, really kicking. And so yeah. So you got the player housing again, which is just freaking awesome. And when you look at this, you can kind of see, like, okay, where am I at? And then somebody mentioned the pool. Where's the pool? I don't know exactly where the pool is, but I do know that this house, this is in Stros M'Kai, which isn't very far from where I just was. This is the palace that you actually enter to do a quest in Stros M'Kai. But as you can see, this is an amazing looking house. And when you step out, you just kind of get a look at it. Jump into first person view here. And you kind of get a look at everything you can do in here. It is really, really neat. You could get lost here for a long time. Have your friends come over and hang out. And then, you know, of course, no game, no house is incomplete when it has beachfront property. So if we take a look here, we have some beachfront views, if you will, and it's just a great place. So when we go back to the store, and we'll take a look here in the Crown Store, and you know, current available. What? Don't tell me it's unavailable. Okay. So when we were looking here at the houses, okay. Let's see. This was the palace. Yes. So it said hit right and circle for purchase options. So we previewed it. So this is like 6,500 crowns. It's a very expensive home, or you can buy it in game. Yeah, for 1,295,000 gold. So if you subscribe to ESO, I know I keep plugging, but that's just 4 months of playing the game, and 4 months in the MMO is no time at all. And by that time, you'll have leveled up a couple characters, and you know, this home would make one of them a fine house. So now it's time to travel again back to where we were, to the Harborage. And that's going to cost me 164 gold, but you guys are worth it. And we're going to get to questing, because now for the rest of this, I want you guys to see what questing is about in the game and why it's so fun. It's, you know, the acting is so well done. The voice acting is perfect. coming from a guy that I was a WoW addict. Like, I had serious issues. I've actually called off work to play World of Warcraft. That's how addicted I was to WoW. And coming over from a game of that proportion, of that magnitude, if you will, to coming here and playing this. And in my heart of hearts, you know, I am an MMO guy. Like, everybody kind of has their niche of games to play, and I just love MMOs. I couldn't love them anymore if I tried. You know, I love some companies very much that do gaming, but I don't think there's anything better than just like traveling to another world, getting away for an hour, 2 hours, whatever, when you can, stepping out and really enjoying what there is to see and do, and just becoming another character for a little bit, saving that damsel in distress, or even finding out if a guy's lost his pig, like we did a moment ago. There's just always something really cool to do in MMOs. So now for the questing, and we're just going to go ahead and get on this. And I know you guys have hung with me for an hour, so I invite you guys to stick with me as we continue to stream here and do a little bit of stuff here for the Elder Scrolls Online. And I hope you guys enjoy the quest that I'm getting ready to undertake. I have done this on another character, so it's a little lengthy, but not too bad. We're going to go, I believe, save Lyris Titanborn, who is a super cool, super hot, awesome chick, and we're going to take care of her. So now it's time to talk to the Prophet and continue the story.
It is good to see you again, and I do see you in my own way. You're a wound in time, a tear in reality that shouldn't exist and cannot long endure. Fate speaks in riddles. Your fate was written in the scrolls long ago. It is entwined with the fate of the 5 companions. I have finally located Lyris Titanborn in Cold Harbor. She works a terrible forge under the lash of the great deceiver, Molag Bal. Her soul is in great danger. You must go to her. I can manifest a gate to that dark realm, but you must go quickly.
Alright, so we're going to go rescue Lyris. I'm going to show you guys...
You're important. The scrolls have so named you. After Lyris took my place in the Wailing Prison so that we might escape, the Daedra moved her to the Foundry of Woe. It is a place of torment and despair. She toils endlessly making weapons for the enemy. The God of Schemes invaded my mind many times during my imprisonment. It was a terrible experience.
Again, I apologize for clearing my throat all the time. But I woke up with the sinus thing on, this is Wednesday, on like Sunday, no, Monday. Got it on Monday afternoon, and it's gotten worse and worse and worse. And I'm trying to deal with that and do this. I want to bring you guys as much quality content as I can.
I can see through his eyes.
When I'm able to bring it. I know it hasn't been as frequent as it was, but I want to get you guys as many videos as I can, as often as I can.
Focused on me, he will be blind to you for a time. It will be a far greater danger for you to enter Cold Harbor without this distraction. It is Molag Bal's realm, and his power there is great. I will endeavor to distract him in this manner whenever you travel there.
Alright, so here we go. And this is a solo dungeon, which is cool because you can do these on your own. That's a great thing they did in this MMO as well. I don't know many MMOs off the top of my head that let you solo dungeons. So, good, bad, or indifferent. Here we go. And remember, when we see enemies, we're going to strike. So you're going to see the power of the Nightblade, even at a low level, being put to a good use here. So, let's look for an enemy. There's one. Here we go. Okay, remember? R1 square, triangle, L1 circle. That's the rotation. So here we go. Okay, so everything scales in here to the level that you are. So you kind of get the idea. I'm not losing any health at all during these battles, like none. It's really kind of amazing to me. I'm not losing any health. I'm not losing health because I'm constantly funneling health into what I'm doing. I have bookshelves, keep in mind. You want to take a look at those as much as possible. Here we go, Lyris. Alright.
You're alive. Are you really here, or is this another trick? And he's still alive. Thank the gods. But you don't understand. They've done something to me. I can't leave.
What do you mean you can't leave?
It's hard to describe. My memories, my feelings, they've been fragmented, ripped apart. And all the fragmented pieces have been locked away in different parts of the foundry.
Then we'll have to retreat.
Tried. The Daedra took everything. My willpower, my courage, my sense of self. I'm an empty shell. The fragments are reflections of my worst fears and most painful memories. I can't. I'll do my best.
Okay,
Lead
we're gonna
on.
go find our memories together. So... Alright, we're gonna have to go... Is it up here, maybe? Yeah.
These lost souls are barely aware of their humanity.
You! Back to work, slave!
Alright, we gotta level up.
Be careful. The Daedra love to toy with prisoners.
On these cool dungeon quests like this, there's not necessarily a lot of enemies to grind on. But anytime you see an enemy, yeah, kill it. You know? Common, if you guys have any MMO experience at all, it's just common MMO sense.
My mother died in childbirth. My father was distant. Cold. I think he blamed me for my mother's death. I ran off to become a mercenary when I was 16. I never saw my father again. He was murdered by an old enemy. Father? Papa? Is that you?
God.
Bleed, you bastard! Die like the monster you are!
Okay, here's something, but I don't know what's going on. Okay, over here. Oh, I'm invisible.
Her mind and soul are already ours. Abandon your pathetic rescue.
Alright, yeah.
Who are you? Why does Lyris walk with you? In life, I was Gjaldr, father to Lyris. My spirit was torn from its rest and brought to this foul place. The Daedra forced me to experience my own murder again and again. I thought, I don't understand. Lyris was always a free spirit. Why would my presence bind her here? Lyris, is this true, child?
You were always so cold. So distant. My mother died giving me life. It was my fault. I should never have been born.
Lyris, look at me. The blood of giants flows through my veins. Your mother was a Nord. I gave her my seed without thought for her safety. That's why she died. Not because of you, child. Because of me.
I thought you blamed me. You couldn't even look at me, Papa.
Do you not see? When I looked at you, I saw her face. I loved her, child. Just as I love you. More than life itself. We cannot change the past, nor should we cling to it. You must not let these feelings haunt you. Let them go. Let me go.
I love you too, Papa. Rest now. Be at peace. He's gone. Come on, let's get out of here. This started out as a nightmare, but now everything's different. I never thought I'd get the chance to tell my father how I felt. It's like a weight has been lifted.
Alright, let us continue our journey. Let's see where we need to go. It doesn't look like we have much choice but to go back. Unless I want to fall off a rock face. And I don't want to fall off a rock face. Holy crap. Yeah, I don't want to sneeze around that. Okay. A long time ago on World of Warcraft, I was doing the adventures of a night elf called Falandor. And I was breaking those down and doing something cool with them. I'm putting them on YouTube. What I'd like to do, I do have a night elf, or high elf, I'm sorry, on here named Falandor. And what I would like to do is... Okay, says to go this way. What I would like to do is to continue adventures.
This place is
maybe of him on here,
built to compound the misery
as well as this is Madagus, the Nightblade. Maybe do a daily stream, continuing the adventures of this character here as well.
Keep your head down.
Yeah, I stashed them in the footlockers all around camp. I bet the commander makes a run 50 miles this time. 50.
All right, let's get back to it. Act natural.
And now you know why I chose a thief.
Did you find something? I can't believe it. This armor is who I am. It's what I am. A warrior without her armor is like a bear without claws.
Or teeth, you know. Okay, suit up.
Excellent. I'm ready. It's good to be back in my armor again.
She's all alone. wants her. Leave her to suffer.
I don't think so, jackass. Alright, there we go.
It's good to be... Watch your step. All the mining has made these tunnels unstable. It's good to be back in my armor again.
Yeah, I know. Armor. Where the hell Blair's go? Oh, there we go. Alright, let's keep going.
Abner Thorn, you traitorous bastard. I should have expected to find you here.
Don't be a fool, Titanborn. I'm trying to help you. Your hatred poisons you. Warriors are like steel. When you lose your temper, you lose your worth.
Help me. You betrayed us all, then went back to licking Money Marco's boot before the smoke cleared.
I did what I had to do. And as a show of my good intentions, I have a gift for you. But be warned, Cold Harbor will not give it up easily.
Is that... Sure as bones it is. Vestige, that's my battle axe.
Beating me, damn it. There we go.
Oh, it's good to have you back. My axe. Oh, it feels good to have it back. It's part of me. Losing it was like losing an arm. I don't know. I don't trust him and I never will. But it's odd. The blind hatred I felt when I saw him. I could have strangled him with my bare hands. Now, I think he was right. That hatred was poisoning me. Better. Stronger. Almost whole again. Isn't that strange? I feel powerful enough to take on Umaril the Unfeathered himself. I feel like a warrior again. We're not done yet. We need to keep moving forward. The passage is blocked by a rock slide. But now that I have my axe back, I might be able to break through it. Stand back. No damn pile of pebbles is gonna stop me now.
That was your fist, but hey, if you want to call it your axe, that's...
So many Daedric beasties, so little time. We need to keep moving.
This cold's ridiculous. Oh, okay. Okay, I'll take the...
It's me. We're seeing some kind of vision of you. Do you know where you are?
I don't know. They're torturing me. They want the Amulet of Kings. Want me to tell them where it's hidden. But I haven't broken. Not yet.
Sai, you need to hold on. We're going to find you. I'll make sure of it. We'll find you. Somehow we'll get you out of there. Sai? Sai! No! Bring him back, you bastards! That was no trick. That was Sai Sahan. Sai's a friend. Maybe my best friend. We need to find him and get him out of there. We need to tell the Prophet about this. He'll know what to do. But first, we need to find a way out of here. I don't care what else they throw at us. Nothing's going to keep me from helping Sai.
Alright, let's go get it done then, I guess. Alright.
the doubt, the fear, the loneliness. It's all coming back. I have to push through this. Let's go. This Tendar defend us.
Oh, that thing is hideous. Oh no.
Disconnected. Now, this is the best I've felt in years. Like I've been reborn. And I owe it all to you. Thank you. Let's get out of here. We need to rescue Sai.
So, you got a combat idea, and how it rolls. You see my health didn't drop very much, didn't have to use any potions, and everything in the game stays on par with your level, which comes in really handy. And that was a dungeon, so that was about 30 minutes. And it's almost over. We'll go back, we'll talk to the Prophet for a minute.
Lyris,
I believe.
Are you alright?
Yes, Prophet, I'm fine. The vestige freed my mind from the Daedra's control.
Thank the Divines. Your loss would have thrown all into chaos.
They won't take me again. Not alive, at least.
Just take a seat here for a
Prophet, Mannimarco captured Sai Sahan. He's torturing him to find out where the Amulet of Kings is hidden. We have to rescue him.
Alright, now we talk to the Prophet.
You brought Lyris back, and largely intact from the look of her. And she will need time to recover. One does not leave such a place unscarred.
Okay, let's see. We saw a projection of Sai Solomon. And he spoke to us, or let's see, we saw a projection of Albert Thorn. He tried to help Lyris. Let's try this.
What did he say? Did Sai tell you where he is being held? Then we must locate him before Mannimarco forces him to reveal the amulet's hiding place. Did he? I thought he had firmly aligned himself with Mannimarco and his worm cult. Curiouser and curiouser. As you saw in my visions, the amulet's misuse ripped a hole in the barrier that protects Tamriel from the forces of oblivion. That damage must be undone, and the amulet is the key. But to find the amulet, we must first locate Sai Sahan. For now you must leave me to my meditation. I must set my mind to the task of locating Sai Sahan. Until then, embrace the unknowable. The drops of water cannot know themselves to be a river, yet the river flows on.
Okay, the drops of water cannot know themselves to be a river, yet the river flows on. Okay, that's some nifty words of wisdom. See, one last thing. Why did Molag Bal leave Lyris any possibility of escape?
Perhaps it was simply arrogance. Perhaps it was all part of his grand scheme. Who can know the logic of a Daedric prince? I will call upon you again when the time is right.
When the time is right. Here's the key to the time being right. The time's right every 5 levels. Usually you'll get like one of these main. This is a main story quest in the game, so they'll branch into some other things from what I understand. But this is one of your main stories, so every 5 levels you're gonna get one of your main stories. So for this, it looks like we're gonna get a signet and maybe a glyph of health and 1 skill point. And of course, they always give you skill points to complete these main storyline quests. So we'll complete it now. And we got about almost 11.5 out of that in 30 minutes. Wouldn't have happened without being a subscriber to ESO. As a free player of this game for a while, as well as a now subscribed player.
You pulled me from the pits of oblivion. I owe you a debt of honor, small one. And a Titanborn pays her debts. It's a wretched place. A haunt of cowards, traitors, and lost souls. And Daedra. Their vile spells violated my mind. Forced me to doubt myself, to disobey my own will. They'll pay for that. And pay dearly. After the Soul Burst, one of the 5, Sai Sahan, fled with the Amulet of Kings. According to the Prophet, it's the only object in the world that can repair the tear in the veil between Tamriel and Oblivion. I'm no mage. I'm a warrior. I have no knowledge of such things. My skill is with a blade, as Manamarco will discover when I remove his head from his narrow shoulders. Yes, I'll be fine, now. I know it sounds strange, but I knew you would come. I had faith in you. I still do. I hope we can be good friends.
Alright, so that wraps up. Okay, so, let's see where we're at here. We've done... I'll make sure I've covered everything I wanted to cover here in this video. So, let's have a seat. Okay, so we talked about the state of MMOs on the PlayStation 4. All this was in the first hour. We covered everything about ESO, as far as it being a huge world. Now it's and has been the one Tamriel, so we can all journey together in this. All the areas on the map in the world, every place scales to your level, so you can do like what used to be level 50 or 50 champion point plus DLC at level 7 if you wish. You can now do more dungeons solo, as well as there's also plenty of stuff to do. Everything opens up at level 10 for the multiplayer and the dungeons. And while you're playing, especially if you're an ESO, either way, whether you're an ESO Plus member or not, especially if you're not, queue up for the dungeons because they will help keep your gear up to date as you play. So, quest in the world about every 10 or 15 minutes when you're questing and you're really buckled down. Not when I'm doing a live stream or anything like that, but queue up for your dungeons. But anyway, we covered everything that you can do in the game, the crafting, how deep and immense everything is, and all the improvements they've made to ESO is quite amazing. And now we're getting ready to step into Morrowind here in about 30 days. Morrowind, the new expansion for the Elder Scrolls Online, will release, and upon its release, it's its own game that attaches to this one. So it's much more than just an expansion pack. Feel free to go look up some buddies of mine like Kev Do It and other people like that on on YouTube naturally, and go ahead and check them out. But some of them had the beta access on PC, so we're going to get that here at the same time the PC players do as well. And Morrowind will start you out, from what I understand, on a nice little boat trip, and you make a buddy on the boat, and then you're going to wake up like in a prison. So don't want to give away a whole lot of spoilers, but Morrowind's going to kick ass. It's going to have another tutorial besides this one, and also we're going to get a whole new class in that game, and that's the first of its kind for ESO that is able to control the pet and use the pet for battle. So you're getting the Warden class, which from what I understand, what I've been seeing online, is great to use with stamina builds and things like that, much like the Nightblade here is, that you've watched me use here today. So what I'm going to do from here is just pick up, this is, as you can see, we've got Madagascar here, he just hit level 8, doing stuff that normally, I remembered when I did this quest, like, I don't know, maybe 2 years ago on another character of mine. This quest was no less than level 10. I would have never defeated the boss at the end at level 7. But where everything, again, scales to you now in one Tamriel. If you're a champion 500, if you're level 50 and then you got your champion points to like 560, 500, 1,000. People in my guild that have like 1,000 champion points. But they can come play with me at like level 5, and they can still gain experience, and I can too. So you can play, together with friends. They opened up a whole lot more of a questing element to go and do things in the game, and that gave you. There's just so much to do here now, and with the one world where like you can go as a faction, as Daggerfall, you can go over to those other lesser places and things like that. So whatever covenant you pick, it no longer really matters. You can travel the whole world, and the whole world levels to you and scales to you. So, one Tamriel is a great place to be. ESO is a great game to play. And now, in the state of ESO now, as of today, making this video the 24th of May, 2017, and getting ready to wrap it up here at 1:10 in the afternoon. I do think the state of ESO now puts this as like one of the, in my opinion, the top 3 MMOs to play out there, and out of the top 5. And in my opinion, the top 5, number 1 to me is always going to be World of Warcraft, because I don't think anything out there can come close to it. Number 2, of course, is going to be, it's really close. It's kind of, I'm going to put Elder Scrolls Online at number 2. Number 3 is going to be always Lord of the Rings Online. And excuse me, pretty much goes hand in hand here. Number 4 would be Star Trek Online. It's a lot like, and then number 5 would be, of course, Star Wars, the Old Republic. So those would be your top 5 MMOs, and there's only 2 of those on the PS4. I don't think WoW will ever be over here, which is a damn shame. But it's a lot to accomplish to bring a game of that magnitude over here. However, we do have another MMO coming later, I believe in 2017, early 2018. There's been talk of Marvel Universe Online coming here. So with what's here now, you've got DC and Star Trek Online Neverwinter. Neverwinter is a great game. I can't take anything from it. It plays a lot like this, but there's a lot of negatives in Neverwinter as well. Too many, as many pros as there are cons. And plus, subscribing to Neverwinter does you no good. Like, you can subscribe, but you still have to use your store. You still have to buy things. There's no way to avoid buying things at higher levels. So for now, if you want to MMO and really have a good time playing with other people and things, first of all, research through the web. If you're on Facebook, go through Facebook, check out all the guilds. Because if you just go on Facebook and you look for groups, you can find some ESO groups on Facebook. Find a guild that's good for your time zone, You know, I'm Eastern United States, GMT -5. So in that time zone, you know, if I can't find something in the U.S., usually anything in Britain or, you know, England is great for people to play with, because they're 5 hours ahead of me and they're always on. So find a guild that's best for you. Find what works best for you. And also, I'll do another video later on the classes that are important for you know, what type character you want to be. As far as I'm concerned, I'm a Red Guard here, and Red Guards are great for, and Khajiit are great for Nightblades. So they both have great bonuses to stamina, and this is a stamina build class. It can also be a magic build class. Just depends on how you want to roll it. But we'll get more into class stuff on down the road. And I will be doing the Adventures of Madagas series, as well as maybe another character, like a high elf I have named Falandor. And I think it'd be cool maybe just to play along, watch those guys level. And I hope as we continue leveling and building things up, and you guys follow me. I appreciate all the activity on social media and stuff today. You guys follow me there and hit me up on Twitter and stuff while the stream was live. I hope I was able to answer your all's questions as well as be informative. And I apologize for having this really crappy cold. But I want to get something out there and let you guys know what I've been doing and playing and whatnot. And the fact that I completely restarted over again on Elder Scrolls Online. And I will also be doing, of course, you know, Morrowind when it launches. So I'll be playing the Warden as well. And maybe we can just take a trip together with the Warden as well and just level him up and do some PvP and have good adventures together. So until then, I want to thank you guys for being a part of the Matt Mayhem Show, taking this journey with me this afternoon, or into this afternoon. I hope when you watch this video back, you enjoy it, first and foremost. I also hope the video finds you in a good place, and that life's doing great for you. It's really important to me. If you want to support the show, there's a link in all my video descriptions. You can just go to my Amazon link there, and you can just send me like an Amazon card or something like that, $1 donation, whatever, I don't care. You don't have to do anything, but if you choose to, that's great. And I will put that towards a game that you guys want to see played. I'll play the game, doing a review of it, put some videos out, some hints, tips, and whatnot, and then I will give the game away. I don't want to use anybody's money on myself in any way at all. There are, of course, on the Amazon thing, there's a few needs for the family on there as well. So any kind of support you want to give to the show, and that way, I'm always very thankful for. I also want to drop a plug in very quickly, the Dollar Shave Club. I'm working on getting them as a sponsor for my show. And again, if you like this video, please like and subscribe. The subscriptions help me a lot and mean a lot to me. Not monetarily, I don't care about that. It just lets me know you guys are watching me. You know, that you guys are watching, you care. Feel free to comment in the comment section below. Also, when you subscribe, don't forget to hit the bell, and you'll get some updates. You'll get to see when I go live and do some nifty stuff like this. So, until next time, all I can do is say, hey, thanks for joining me, and we're going to end this with a nice little, hey, how you doing? Hope to see you later. Thank you for being here. All right. Thanks for being here. I'm going to take a seat, and I will see you guys on the next Matt Mayhem Show. Take care, folks. Have a great day.